I'm Heather Nugent. I volunteer, I travel, and I try to make a small difference in the most responsible way wherever my adventures take me. In 2007, I visited Israel for the first time and loved everything about it. I loved the food, how cool the locals were, and how many amazing things there are to do there. However, one thing that really stood out to me was that I wasn't alone, but it wasn't people that I was surrounded by. It was helpless, stray animals that roamed the streets looking for food, seeking shelter. At night, you could hear them crying and whimpering in the cold. It was heartbreaking, and now I'm back to help do something about it. There are roughly 2 million stray cats in Israel. Yes, 2 million. And during the day, I saw one in just about every street corner. So when I learned that Go Eco has partnered with SPCA to help enrich the lives of animals and find them loving homes, I was eager to participate in the program and do what I could to help out. There are too many animals for the small staff to take care of on their own. When volunteers spend time walking the dogs or giving attention to the cats, it allows employees of the shelter to focus on other essential duties that volunteers can't perform.
The animals of the SPCA are animals that have been abused, mutilated, been thrown away from their homes. These are animals that need a lot of care and attention and warmth. And this is the job of volunteers. We need volunteers that can actually give it to them.
What's the longest animal that you've had here that hasn't been adopted?
Wow, like a year and a half, 2 years. Yeah.
And you'll keep them as long as
Exactly.
they're happy and healthy and...
Exactly.
How many hours a day can volunteers work here?
They are not obligated to anything. They can come and stay for as long as they like. They can come for like 30 minutes and to walk a dog. And they can come like some of these guys here to come for 6 or 7 hours. We are very grateful for the volunteers that we have, but we only wish that we had more volunteers.
After talking with Yaniv about SPCA, I'm ready to get to work. As an untrained volunteer, like myself, it's important to never take on projects you're not qualified for. So one of the many benefits of working in a shelter is that you don't need experience. You just have to be an animal lover, which I am, a big one. Oh, he's already purring. Having a rescue dog of my own, it certainly hits close to home to see all of the homeless animals. I'm so happy to be able to spend some time with a few of them, but I'm even happier to know that they're being well taken care of and that many do get adopted. Look how cute you are!
It's the biggest animal shelter in Israel. We are the only society in Israel that actually receives any kind of animal. We receive thousands of animals each year. We're trying to find a decent home for each and every one of them.
But why are there so many stray animals?
There is a very big problem when people throw away their little kittens to the streets. They throw away their little puppies and then they multiply themselves. Besides that, there is a very stupid law in Israel, very stupid law, that says an animal shelter cannot take from the street a cat which is older than 3 months, because the street is already his home.
Now, how do the animals come to you?
If someone sees a kind of animal that needs our help, they pick him up and bring him to the SPCA. If someone lives far away, you can always pick up the phone and say, I saw an injured cat in the street of Jerusalem. And then we send to Jerusalem, a rescue team, if you like, that brings the injured cat into the SPCA here in Tel Aviv.
They're so happy to be out. Such a rewarding volunteering day, it really is. And I think it's really great they can get out of their cages and spend time with people that just really love on them and give them the attention that they need and deserve. Because these animals that are here really need a lot of special attention and care, and volunteers are able to provide that for these dogs and cats. The only requirement is that you love animals. Working in an animal shelter can be one of the hardest things you do, but also one of the greatest. Consider volunteering with SPCA Israel, where you only have to be 14 years old and have a desire to help, or consider your local animal shelter. For more information, go to SPCA's Facebook page or goeco.org.